up? Alright, welcome to some more Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. So today we're going to look at like another combat tutorial, but we are going to specifically look at the Dragon Sword, the true Dragon Sword. So there's a couple key moves. We're going to do chapter select. I was playing OG NG2 and the fucking block is different. Alright, so there's a couple moves we're going to look at. The first is going to be obviously the main move, which is Flying Swallow that people like to spam. You can hit it twice. Not very interesting. Good delimb, good move. Nothing too crazy. Obviously there's a Zuna drop. Also, you know, very simple. People tend to spam it. Now those are the two main moves people use. However, you don't want to stick with only those moves. There's really nothing that great about it. So first we are going to look at a good delimb, and this move will delimb pretty much everything constantly, and it's going to be XXY. That will delimb the majority of enemies that you're going to encounter. Now what you saw me do at the end of the XXY was hit a Shuriken, so it's XXY and XXY Shuriken. And that Shuriken basically is called Shuriken canceling, and it cancels the recovery frames of your animation. So what that means is you can do that XXY, hit your Shuriken, and then you're going to be able to instantly block or instantly go into another attack instead of have to worry about the recovery frames that typically come with it. So again, wind path, XXY, XXY, Shuriken. Boom. That will delimb the majority of enemies in the game. At least the majority of humans. It'll delimb the Van Gelfs, which are the big winged bat fiends that you come across. Now, again, like we talked about last time, ET, UT, get into your UT, boom, boom, boom. Shred a couple dudes up, create a little bit of room. One of my least favorite things about Ninja Gaiden 2 is the fact that we have to spend so much time in our UT animation. So this is Gleaning Blade. So if you rotate Y, you can go straight into a UT or a Gleaning Blade. This is very, very useful. You are armored during this animation. You will still take damage, however, you are armored. So there are like certain boss attacks. In NG1 it was a little bit cooler because you could like roll under some attacks and then hit a good Gleaming Blade. But this is a very good attack to get down. Just kind of when you're like, I don't know, dodging around, jumping around, get a quick rotate Y. It's a quick like get off me kind of move. So we're going to take a look at the Shuriken canceling here and just look at the difference in the recovery frame. So if I do XXY, that's how vulnerable I am. I'm holding block basically right when I start pressing Y. And you can see how long it takes to pull block up. But if I do XXY Shuriken, it basically like shortens that frame. And even if you don't, if you're holding block during the Y and you hit that Shuriken, you will block instantly, even though it looks like there's like a split second there. You're actually, if you get hit, you will actually block. So you're blocking right there. The second you throw your Shuriken, as long as you're holding block, you will block the attack. So very, very useful there. Really, those are the only main things you need to use with the Dragon Sword. You really don't need to get too crazy with it. So again, we're going to run up here, we're going to get attacked, we're going to Gleaning Blade, and we can bring that right into an Azuna drop. He's delimbed. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm trying to think of anything else that's super useful. In a lot of the boss tutorials, you'll see me do Y, 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 Y. So this string, Y, Y, is very useful against bosses. I really don't use it outside of bosses too much unless my delimb misses. But YY is great for bosses, and if you get the hit confirmation, like we talked about with Genshin, Y, that entire string will connect with the boss, which is just super, super useful. So we have XXY Shuriken cancel. You can also Shuriken cancel to stun an enemy beforehand. XXY Shuriken cancel. We have our Flying Swallow. We have, our regular ETs and UTs. I also like to do this a lot. In Ninja Gaiden 1, the ET animation was basically this, just like a big, long, horizontal slash, and that can cut the heads off of a lot of enemies. So we'll try to get like an example of that. I'm gonna clear a couple of them out just to give us a little bit of room. Hopefully we don't kill everybody here. I doubt we will. So I want to absorb this essence real quick so I can showcase this. But yeah, a quick, everybody's delimbed. Again, like we talked about, this is another good combo that I talked about in my previous video. So if we do, I'm gonna delimb this OT, this fucker. So we have XY, on landing, ET, boom. That is also a very useful, hey, it didn't kill him, that's actually kind of cool. So there's one guy left here, there's no essence on the ground, I'm gonna XY, on landing, ET, and you can usually end a fight with an ET that way. But yeah, those are, I think, the most useful basic skills you want to be able to use with the Dragon Sword or True Dragon Sword. We have our Rotate Y, we have our XY, we have our Flying Swallow, XXY Shuriken cancel, and you're holding block instantly, so those recovery frames aren't being like wasted, you're going straight into block. Yeah, that about covers it, I really think, for a quick Dragon Sword tutorial. We will look at some other weapons and some other nice easy delimbs in the next video. Peace.